See, Dad's already proud back there.
Yeah. All right. Good morning. Thank you guys so much for coming out today. We are Ladies Tees. I'm Jordan. I'm Katherine. We're two golfers from Texas. Like I said, we grew up playing golf. I actually won one state championship in high school. Wait, let me go back. Oh, sorry. I knew with the clicker. Yes, we grew up playing golf in Texas. I'm 3 years younger. I actually won 3 state championships.
No competition.
Well, I play Division I golf at UNCW. So, well, I go to University of St. Andrews, the home of golf in Scotland. Well, I picked my master's. Well, I got more Christmas gifts. Mom and Dad love me more, so whatever. It's all good. Like I said, yeah, I play Division I golf at UNCW. So obviously we have some differences. We don't get along on everything, but we definitely look for different things when we look for golf clothing. I'm definitely looking for more something that has functionality that I can wear. It's going to help me perform in my sport. And I really feel like there's a lack of options today in today's market. Right. And when I go on the golf course, I'm not really worried about score. I kind of just want to look cute. I'm out there to have fun. That's kind of scores least of my worries. So I just want something cute and fun, something I feel good in. So like I said, we both grew up playing golf, pretty familiar with a lot of the big athletic brands, Nike, Adidas, Under Armour. The problem is when you're looking for golf clothes on these websites, it's really hard to navigate. There's very limited options. You'll see it on the model. You're not quite sure how it's going to look on you, if it's going to be flattering. You kind of just take a chance, order it, and you get it. And usually it's not really flattering, unfortunately. But yeah, it's just, there's just nothing really out there for women. I've seen with my team, we're sponsored by Under Armour. And a lot of times we get our clothes and we try it on and we're all just kind of like, our shoulders sag. We're like, oh, dang it, it's not cute. Most of the time, we don't really want to grab these clothes. We want to go play. We want to grab something we feel confident in. And most of the time, it's just not these brands. So on the other end of the spectrum, we have brands like Lululemon and Aloe. I mean, these are brands I love, my friends love, wear them all the time, off the course. They're great. They're athletic wear, they're athleisure, and they're really popular, on trend, fashionable. But the issue is, you know, I'm trying to wear this sort of outfit out on the golf course. If I make it past the starter without getting told I need to change, I'm worried I'm going to flash the whole course when I bend down and put my tee in. So it's really just not practical. And I couldn't make it through the round in an outfit like that. It's just not functional, super cute, great. But it's not made for golf, and it's not marketed for golf. It's athleisure trying to fit into the golf world. So we created Ladies Tees. Ladies Tees is a women's golf clothing brand that meets Katherine's needs and my needs. So it's fashionable, it stays up with the trends, it's appropriate, but it's also super functional. It's something I want to grab. It has everything that I could possibly need, anything a high-level golfer would need on the golf course. We're really proud of this product. We're going to be marketing it super heavily through social media. I just think that's a great way to connect with, you know, women, people who might be interested in our product. We know there's a market for this, so we're really going to start posting pretty heavily and getting the word out there. But not only are we really passionate about this product, but we're really also just passionate about, we really want to empower women, and that kind of drove our slogan, Move Beyond the Red. So the ladies' tees in golf are typically the front tees. They're usually the red tees. And we kind of just wanted to break that negative stigma that the ladies' tees are bad, or they're, I don't know, for women. So we really just want to encourage women to get out on the course, feel confident and comfortable anywhere, even if it's like a male dominated area. So yeah, we're going to really be pushing that out on social media too, and talking a lot about that idea. Yeah, so let me just walk you through exactly where Ladies Tees differs. So we're high performing. We're made for those golfers who are on the range day in, day out, putting in the time. They make it through the day. They're practical. They're functional. They are just good quality clothes that really professional and serious golfers are going to want to wear on the course. They're purpose built. It's not a tennis skirt that you're wearing on the golf course. It's a golf skirt made for golfers with functions like a hole for the ball in your skirt, place for the scorecard. Like, it is made for golf. And it's fashion forward. So while it has all these features for high performing golfers, you can wear it off the course. You can wear it to the store. It's, you know, we love it because it's cute, it's fun, you feel comfortable in it. And it's made for those girls who maybe they're just out there on the course with their boyfriend for the first time and they're just kind of hitting around and they see a girl in the same dress who, maybe is going to play in the next LPGA tour event. It is really just inclusive of every level of golf. And I think that's really important to us. So this is just a little bit walking through our traction and next steps. So we were founded last summer 2025. Our website and social media are up and we're consistently posting on all of those. We have 1,100 followers and getting around 7,000 views on TikTok. So definitely some interactions there. Prototypes were complete in October. I don't know if you noticed, but we are wearing them today. And our products are going to be ordered by the end of the month, which we're really excited about. Hopes for a spring launch just in time for the Masters. So we're super excited about that. And then, yeah, so our ask of you guys, we're 2 college students. This is our first time doing anything like this. We don't have a ton of experience. So if there's anything you guys, any advice, any feedback, anything, we're totally open to hear. We're definitely looking for some marketing help, any expertise you guys can offer. We really want to start posting and getting the word out there before our product gets here. We want to kind of garner some interest and curiosity. Also, any contacts you guys have, maybe in the women's golf clothing business. If you guys know anything about the area, let us know. And then if you know any golf influencers or personalities, if you are a golf influencer or personality, come talk to us. But yeah, we're just super excited, and any advice you guys have, we're totally happy to listen and open. So thank you guys so much.
So I'm a golfer, so I understand what tees are, but I'm also an ex-apparel guy. And the first thing I thought of was t-shirts.
Yeah.
And I think in the apparel industry, a lot of people, that'll be the first thing that they think of, especially if they're not a golfer. Have you, is ladies, are you sort of dyed in the wool on ladies tees as sort of the brand? Because I think you're gonna run into some immediate, I don't want to say negativity, but okay, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for ladies golf apparel. Ladies tees, it sounds to me like it's t-shirts.
Yeah.
Is that, I would, that's just something from a previous apparel standpoint, I think you ought to consider.
Okay, yeah, thank you. I think definitely, I don't know if maybe we should, on our social media, like our handles and things like that. And I think on our website, we're trying to include like golf clothing, golf apparel. So it's not just like ladies tees, but that's a great point. Thank you.
I would look at your logo and make the tee a golf tee.
Okay,
To
yeah,
kind of
that's
make
great.
it kind of take a different tie. So it's very quick and
Yeah,
obvious.
obvious. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Yeah, you can do that.
Hi, you guys did great. This is so great. I work for the SBTDC and we offer free confidential business counseling services and we offer free marketing services. And where office is literally like 3 doors down.
Yeah, we've got, okay,
Okay,
perfect.
so we can talk more later, but I think we could really help and work together on that.
Okay, great. Perfect.
On the name he was talking about, that is the first thing I thought of, selling t-shirts. So I was thinking after he said that, why don't you slide that E to the right and put an A? Yeah,
Okay, dude, sorry. Like,
slide the E to the
Okay.
right and put an A where the E was at.
okay, yeah, I like that. Interesting. Okay, yeah, we'll definitely mess around with that. Thank you.
Here and say, t-shirts could be your in to get other people to come and check it out,
Yeah.
and then you upsell them on other stuff.
Okay.
Before you go too far down your trademark, make sure you search the ones you're looking for.
Yes.
To make it sure it's clear and to find if the difference that he just mentioned would work or not. You're gonna save yourself a lot of trouble. I'd hate to see you launch your business in your first launch and have someone come and give you a cease and desist.
Right.
So just be careful.
Okay.
Are you working with any other women's golf teams? And have you considered like affiliate or NIL deals?
Definitely. That was definitely something I think was one of our first thoughts. Like as mentioned, we played high school golf and Jordan's obviously on the UNCW team. But that, I mean, that's where the issue started. Like we wanted to have cuter outfits and things like that for these teams. I definitely think a lot of girls I know I talked to in college, I think would definitely be interested. We haven't reached out. I've done a few things with girls on my team, but it hasn't really moved beyond that yet. I think we're really waiting to get like kind of more of a final prototype that we like feel really confident about. But we have these. I've had my teammates try on these, but that's a great idea. I think girls would definitely be interested, especially with NIL becoming more and more popular and common.
Yeah, when you're ready, I have a friend in Chapel Hill.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, sorry.
What is the material made out of for your?
So it's a nylon material. It's super like buttery is the word that we've been using. And like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with like Lululemon, Align, and Aloe. It's like kind of one of their main material choices. We have like, you know, the actual percentages of what it, you know, actually is. But it's just super wearable, super light and breathable. And it doesn't show like any stains, any sweat, nothing. So yeah, that's one of like, I think that's why we gravitated towards these outfits is because they were this material.
Is your manufacturer local?
No, it's actually a foreign manufacturer.
Okay.
What's your pricing structure?
Do you want to talk? Yeah, so we're looking at about anywhere from 100 to 120. We have 3 products and they're just going to be kind of across that area. Yeah, we think we definitely want to stay competitive with our competitors. That's kind of where the price point is at. There's definitely some higher, there's definitely some a little bit cheaper, but we feel like because of what it provides for our customer, I think we can definitely put it out there and just see how it goes. But
Congratulations on the domain. I like it.
thank you.
And also after the branding and all the suggestion, I think the best approach is to go and find out what's the search phrases for the demand. And their success in having videos in the website talking about each product.
Yeah.
And then you can do some research on the channels where is the best place to spend your time and effort into spreading the word. I think influencers probably would be your best thing.
Okay, yeah.
There's a social media influencer that I've stumbled upon that jumps rope. I don't know if you've seen Laura Skips. She's British. She started during COVID jumping rope because she was going stir crazy. She has like 1 million followers now, and she shows people how to jump rope. So besides doing all these cool things to music, so if you showed people golf swings, like how your attire performs, and you could just, you know, I can just imagine all the types of video clips that you could create. Right?
Totally. Yeah, I think Kat's done a really good job. She's kind of spearheaded our marketing now, but she's kind of also, like I said, we're trying to empower women and make them feel comfortable on the golf course too. So she talks a lot about like what games you can play on the golf course. Like she gives outfit inspiration, things like that. But there are so many different things, so many different aspects that you can show.
You have a target influencer, an ideal influencer you'd like to get in front of and have them pay attention to?
Definitely. I mean, just being on TikTok and like Instagram, there's a lot. I think there's that one woman that we followed. Do you remember her name? I think her name's Haley. Yeah. Haley. She's just like super big golf influencer, and she really just, it's a lot about outfits. It's a lot about awareness on the golf course, empowering women, kind of similar core values. And she is someone that it'd be a dream to work with her.
Have you reached out yet?
No, we have. She has like millions of followers. So that would be something that is a goal that we want to do. But there are also a lot of smaller, very similar girls who are doing the same thing. So that's where we would start. Yeah. I definitely think looking for girls who kind of like embody like what we like, kind of girls who are passionate about golf, but like want to look cute, have fun. Yeah. But yeah, like just women, I think, who also are like empowering like other women. That's kind of what we're looking for. Just beyond like the having a cute outfit too. But.
So you mentioned you have 3 products planned, I think. Does that include color variations? Like how many SKUs, like different variations are you trying to start with?
So it's going to be, it's two dresses and then a skirt and a top, which comes as one. And then each of those is going to have 2 color variations. So 6 pieces total.
Okay.
What color is that you're wearing? Sorry.
This is the sample color. Yeah. So we didn't get to choose this one. It kind of just came in and we were like, oh, okay. Yeah. We like it actually. Yeah. I feel like we've got a lot of good comments on like TikTok and stuff. They're like, oh, we like that color. Yeah. Oh, okay. But I think we're gonna be doing a navy with like some white detailing. We have a pink. Yeah. We have like kind of our signature green. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty simple.
Maybe you probably haven't thought of this, but you're solving problems for women, right? You said with pockets and stuff. Have you thought of trying to file a patent? Because someone will rip you off if this is really successful.
I think
utility for certain aspects that you're providing, right? That they're not out there today or no one's ever patented them before. Yeah. You might consider that because that'll give you a lot of leverage as you try to scale this thing and maybe sell it to a Lululemon or somebody who would want to buy it.
Yeah, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, so that was kind of my point from him, and her. So like I've like followed like fashion like bloggers online, and I've seen it. I've seen it happen to them where they come up with these very unique designs that are so nice. And your presentation was great. And the outfits are really cute, and I do like that color too. But they were stolen by like Fashion Nova and Shein. Right. So I think also to the point that he mentioned, like, have you considered maybe like coming up with designs like very quickly? Because I found that they found that that was a way that they're able to kind of loop around that.
Yeah.
Like Shein, like stealing their ideas is kind of coming up with something faster. But I do agree, like that might be something to just consider in terms of like your designs.
Yeah.
One of the questions that you might want to ask is, if you're out on the course with that outfit, what's on your head?
Well, we have our hats. That'd definitely be something that we're looking for. Yeah, I mean, that I think what's important is like we want it to be at the end of the day more than just clothes. We want it to have like all kinds of things, maybe like hats, ball markers, tees, anything. So yeah, and I think something that I actually want to touch on that we have on our hats, if you want to scoot to the slide with, and I think this is a place like we really differentiate from our competitors, is that like Jordan kind of mentioned, like our purpose is really just about like, this is like our slogan, like moving beyond the red. And like Jordan said, like there's a lot of stigma. It's a male dominated sport. And we really just want women to feel like they can push past these expectations that have been placed. I mean, you already feel a little bit uncomfortable. You're in this place where you don't feel kind of like you don't really belong. You don't know what to wear. You feel it's just kind of weird. And you step in and you're already kind of expected to be in this specific box. I mean, T-box kind of. But we just want women to be able to, whether they're teeing up from the red tees or, you know, the tips, like we want them to be able to feel comfortable moving beyond these expectations. And I think this is just something that like, especially with the bigger brands, like we really care about like the women that we're trying to empower. And we want to really reach them specifically and say that we see you and we're trying to address your problems. Totally. And I think like kind of along the same lines, like I think we kind of want to push the boundaries in a way and come up with designs. Like obviously that like dress Katherine's wearing has a collar. It kind of adheres to all of like the traditional like dress codes, I guess, that they would require at a golf course, but we still want to like make it fun. We want to add something to it. We want to like be innovative and kind of come up with new designs that maybe other bigger companies haven't taken the time to really like mess around and get creative with. And kind of same with the hats. Like we want to kind of continue to be creative and make things. It's obviously a pretty traditional hat, but we have a lot of fun ideas and we're really excited to continue to keep building.
I was just thinking, you were talking about trying to break out with this around Masters.
Mm-hmm.
Have you thought about going down to Augusta National and doing some dynamic or static collateral down there with yourselves, like outside of it, or if you can get into it? Because you're kind of breaking on through, right? And I don't think they let women in there probably until about 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So you could kind of tie that in as kind of a, you know, a message, if you will.
I mean, I'd love to go to the Masters, Mom and Dad. Is that okay? Exactly. I think like I was really inspired by a lot of like at least from the marketing side of like Tiger Woods ads talking about like I'm doing something different and we're pushing past these boundaries of like you said, women really weren't allowed to play at Augusta and still don't really have any kind of the same tournaments that the men do. And they're nowhere near as respected, that's for sure. So I think just playing on that and trying to like insert ourselves in that way. Yeah. Taking advantage of like big tournaments like that. They're great ways to like, post a ton and like really get involved. It's going to reach more people because I feel like a lot more people tune into golf during those times of years. And we can definitely touch on like, the women's tournament the week before and all that stuff. I think we can definitely. And we're definitely going to be at the US Open this year. Yeah, so we'll be there.
Yeah, I think your hats are super cute. And I was trying to think of ways that you could be like different. Have you seen the hats that have like the silk in the inside? So when you take your hat off, your hair isn't staticky.
No, I haven't seen that.
I feel like that could be helpful. Or like the hats that have this hole for the ponytail.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, it goes all the way up. That's good.
Yeah. Well, you were talking about marketing, especially if there is social media presence.
One aspect that I always tell people is make sure, like, if you're doing it on TikTok and Instagram, it should be also on Facebook, on LinkedIn at the same time. If you're doing one post, they should be on all of those sites, and even Twitter, X, whatever it's called now. Because then that way your website will show up in like a Google algorithm more likely. And then also I would just be mindful of just really focusing on your logo. I mean, like, everyone loves the little like logo in the corner of their sportswear. And when it comes to the material you're using, like, you want to make sure it doesn't have too much detail. So when you mass produce it, that it's not, you don't have any mess ups.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Sweet.
And there's AIs, many AI programs where you can look at logo. It's like a whole different world when it comes to looking at logos these days. So
Yeah, I think we're still kind of working a little bit on our logo. We kind of want to just make it a little bit more like golf focused, I think. Yeah. So yeah, we'll definitely like use a lot of those tools to help us.
There's a site, Women on Course. Are you familiar with that?
I'm not.
Well, Donna Hoffman created it, and there's 60,000 community members. 82% are working professionals. That's even better because they run the pro shops, and 2,000 annual events. So you don't really need to get dressed up for that. And then they've been around about 20 years. So it's a mature organization that you really ought to jump in the middle of it. Probably not going to cost you an arm and a leg to do it. And, Donna looks like she could use a little dress up herself. Anyway, that's an idea. It's called Women on Course.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So
Yeah, great presentation. One of the things I would lean into, and this was a mistake I made one of my products, is like the very beginning, you guys kind of told the origin story. I think having that on your website and like your social media, I think that really helps build the kind of the know, like, and trust, and really helps explain, because you guys are the perfect candidates. You're both collegiate golfers. You're like, hey, you have two different problems and you're solving it. And I really think that'll help like the people when they just see it, it'll help them kind of understand it, help them relate. And I think it'll help kind of build your brand. So I'd consider some type of origin story or the problem you're solving.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I think we're working on a video that we can post website, Instagram, like everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's definitely a lot of
Just since he mentioned this, about 15 years ago, a kid started a website for motorcycle gear called Revzilla. And he had the product and he was standing in front of the camera and he was explaining and describing everything he was wearing. And he offered free returns and exchange and all that stuff. And I think he exited a few years ago for $40 million. That's very similar to what you're doing. If you copy him step by step, do it with pride.
All right, so your sisters, and I think I heard Jim say very proud parents in the back. And you just started in the summer and you're already ordering inventory. Sort of, what's your funding? What's your burn rate? How fast are you, how much how long is this going on? How, kind of give us a little bit about that. Not in as little or as much detail as you need.
Well, I mean, so we are self-funded with a family donation.
Not an investment, but a donation. That means you're not on the upside.
It's on the cap.
We're very lucky. We have very supportive family members, and they're really helpful. And yeah, I think our plan is to definitely look for investors one day. I think, especially in the early stages, we kind of, like I said, we're both students, and so we're really just trying to figure out how we all work together, how we're gonna make this work. We're definitely our intention is to keep it going. We really want to build this into something that's gonna last a really long time. We're really, like you said, passionate about this product and this need. And so it's definitely not a short-term thing. We definitely want this to continue for as long as we can and as long as the market will let us. But I think we don't have a super solid plan going forward, but I definitely think at some point we will be looking for investments. And yeah, but right now, yeah, we're very grateful and really excited and really are going to work hard.
Like two or three more questions.
Have you been able to get in contact with like the PGA professionals, like locally? Like I'm thinking loggerheads, and then using those connections to kind of get to like Tobacco Road, Pinehurst, because I know that I have a lot of friends that have played golf. Some are professionals now, others aren't. They wish they were. But kind of how they moved up the line was going through the PGA pros. And I know like, especially here in Wilmington, the municipal course has a very strong ladies group. And I've seen them. Some of them are far greater than I will ever be. And I think, and they're all very talkative when they find a good product. And so I don't know if you've tapped into that yet, but I think it would be extremely beneficial to kind of get in the local market first as well as expanding your exposure on social media. But I just wanted to see if that was something you've considered, done, or looking forward to.
Yeah, I definitely think something we're like going to be moving towards, looking forward to. I think we know a few, I know if I more so like know a few PGA professionals like locally. I take lessons from someone, and he's kind of offered to help us get some connections or start talking to people about getting into pro shops, things like that. But I haven't even thought about reaching out to, because I mean, even a lot of the clubs here, they have a ton of ladies groups. I'll definitely look into reaching out to those women, maybe getting an outfit for them, because you're right, it spreads like wildfire when someone likes something. So it's a good idea. Thank you.
What if you sponsored their tournaments? Like sponsored
That's a
the
great idea.
women's tournaments,
Yeah.
and that puts you in a much bigger spotlight.
Yeah, and if you do it in Dubai.
Maybe the option is to just do free products for a conference that, I know a lot of people get free stuff. On a golf, and maybe they, I mean, they're all pretty, like a golf club kind of hat or balls or something.
Yeah, we're really trying to think of something that people would want, like as a free gift, because obviously like, we can't really give away like a dress or like a full set, but like hats or tees or stickers or things like that, like some people would want and I don't know, actually use and like talk about. But yeah, definitely like look into something like that for sure. Sorry, I've been waiting a while.
No worries, no worries. So on the hat, it may make sense to have the ladies' tees on each side of your Move Beyond the Red.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with Gary V, you should follow him because he's doing a lot of exposés on TikTok Live and going to some of the points made about telling your story. I think your story is fascinating. People want to understand it, and you can document your journey. People will really tune into that.
Okay.
So that's one thing. I used to work for a bunch of financial services companies. Wells Fargo sponsors the championship in Charlotte. You have RBC sponsors in Hilton Head. So you have a lot of where you can track those types of communications on LinkedIn, and you can plug your whatever it might be, link into conversations about upcoming or even post events on that perspective, right? I think that's definitely important. And then I think the last kind of important piece would be your colors, I think, align with Wake Forest right now. So it might make sense to reach out to Wake Forest golfers and say, hey, have you interested start that relationship?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I think definitely. Yeah, I think definitely making use of some of like I have some connections just playing golf. Play with a lot of big schools, and I think kind of starting to talk about it with these girls. Not like they're not really supposed to be talking about, well, in college golf, we're not supposed to talk about business during golf, but I guess I could just start talking a little bit about it. But yeah.
Most business is done on the golf course.
Yeah.
Last question.
Okay, so is this your first public disclosure of what you're doing in the public space?
Yeah, aside from like, first in public space, we've just posted really on social media and been talking about it with friends and.
So you have 1 year to file a patent.
Okay.
All right, and it's first to file. So if Lululemon picks you guys up and says, oh, we're gonna go do this before you guys do.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's something just to think about. You have 1 year from public disclosure, and this is a public space.
It can also just be intent too, your intent to file.
Yeah, well, you have to file provisional.
Yes, that's.
You have 1 year to file provisional. And it's also first to file. So if you're not the first, if Lululemon gets wind of what you're doing, I'm just making it up, might not be them, and says, oh, we're gonna just do this and file
patents
before these, they might say, we don't even know if this is a big market. We're just gonna make sure we get it. So we're gonna file the patents first, and you can't do anything.
Yeah.
So this is the world we're in, all right? So just to be aware of that.
Provisional patents, not very much.
Okay.
Find yourself a lawyer and just do
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
But otherwise, you're basically, you're flying blind without any coverage because they'll just steal your stuff.
Right.
We do not.
First of the SBTDC can help.
So we have a list of lawyers that can help with patents.
Sweet. Okay, cool. We'll be connected.
Round of applause. Sit down. Community announcements. We want to know if they beat Paul in golf yet. That's really what we want to know.
Yeah, that happened a long time ago. They hit it farther.
You should play for the Reds. Carly?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Carly with the SBTDC. We offer free confidential business counseling services, and we're having an event. It is on January 22nd. It's at Cape Fear Community College, and it's called Taking the Leap. And it's for anybody who's thinking about starting a business or has just started and needs a little guidance on how to do it, how to write a business plan, who your target market is, and doing research like that. So if you want to learn more about this event, come talk to me. I have flyers. There's a QR code. You register for that. Thank you.
Lydia.
Hi, everyone. My name is Lydia Thomas. I'm the program manager with UNCW Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship. A few things coming up. If you're an entrepreneur and you are interested in grants, NC Idea staff, NC Idea is a private foundation in North Carolina, and they have 2 grant cycles a year, and their spring cycle is opening up January 26th. So they're coming here on January 26th to talk about their $10,000 micro grants and then their $50,000 seed grants. So NC Idea staff will be here doing a presentation on those and answering any questions you may have. It's a great session if you have any particular questions. And there's also a free lunch there as well. And then another event we have coming up on February 5th from noon to 1. We're starting a new program called Wilmington Innovation Forum, and we're inviting UNCW faculty to come in and talk about a topic of their choice each month. And that's $5 for non-CIE members and then free for CIE members. And it'll just be in this room, just kind of a community gathering, and there's lunch provided at that as well.
Also on the 5th, Greppy has their Rising Stars annual celebration, I guess. I went last year, so I'm gonna go back and support the new winners. But you're more than welcome to go up and support other North Carolina Rising Stars if you would like to do that. It's in Durham. Also on the 5th of February. I've been notified of Eugenia, who runs Million Cups Myrtle Beach, that they're hosting an AI at the Beach event Thursday, January 22nd from 11 to 12. So it's an hour-long little panel, but there's a lot of cool people on it. So if you want to do some traveling about AI or go to Myrtle Beach for golf, there's a lot of golf down there. Should look into it. Jim Roberts.
All right, I'm not going to promote my own event, but if you are an entrepreneur who's going to look for capital in 2026, then please consider attending and purchasing your tickets now for what's called CED Venture Connect, which is a 2-day venture capital conference in Durham. It's held at the same stage where they play Hamilton, by the way, which I think is pretty amazing. So I know in the next months, 10 of you are going to say, Jim, can you get me a free ticket? And the answer is no. So you need to buy your tickets now for the early bird price, which is $250 off, which is more of a discount that I'm going to get you a couple of months from now. So if you are a serious entrepreneur and you can make the effort and have the resources to spend 2 days in Durham, this is the must attend event of the year. They do welcome Wilmington companies. One of our companies won Best AI Pitch in 2025 and also won in 2023. So please take this seriously. This is the biggest event of the year in the whole state. CEDNC.org. Thanks, Jack.
When is it?
At the end of March.
21st through 24th? 24th. I can vouch for that. I've been for the last 4 years now. Even if you're not pitching, like I went before even I started a software company, it's just great to start those relationships with investors even before you need the money. It's also great to meet a lot of people in other spaces. You know me on LinkedIn. As soon as I connect with someone, you unlock all of their connections too. And so if you're making content, get the photos with people, But yeah, really, really good event. It's also you just be able to see other people's decks and learn the terminology of the year. Lately, I think it's beachhead thing.
If you wonder where I find all my great speakers for the rest of my events, this is where I steal them from. So it's a VIP event for the state.
Yes, Gary Coleman.
Thanks, Jack.
Jerry Coleman, Cape Fear Community College Small Business Center. Just want to remind everybody that we have talked about grants and pitches. We actually have a statewide pitch competition coming up beginning in the summer. Applications will be taken beginning in March. But it's a statewide competition for startup businesses. There's $30,000 on the line. So if you're interested, if you're a startup, please come see me and I'll get you all the details.
Sure, there's some requirements around that too.
Some eligibility, but
Yeah.
again, we're looking, can't be established as a business. You have to be in that startup process. So early venture. Sets.
Cool. Our American Marketing Association is back. We just had our board meeting yesterday. So we're gonna start again with the cadence of the last Thursday of the month for lunch. So we want to hang out with the best professionals in Wilmington, the most fun and energetic and most exaggerative. I don't know if that's a word. Group of professionals, our American Marketing Association is a group for you. So if you're if you're marketing by title, or you just like being creative, or a photographer, videographer, SEO expert, or we have a lot of entrepreneurs who are members as well. You should come hang out with us. We're also going to be putting on some more networking events and more events that are members only this year. We've learned a lot from last year and getting off the ground. So last Thursday of the month for lunch. This season, we're going to be at Tide's Tap Room again. So it's going to be a Zeke Smash over in the Cargo District. So changing up the location. It's not across the street. Keeping you on your toes. That's what we like to do in marketing. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I'm Scott Thomas. I'm the founder of Shuttleworks, and I presented here before. On February 7th from 11 to 4, the Downtown Business Alliance is going to be hosting a district day, and they're going to have 2 trolleys that are going around to all the 7 districts in Wilmington, and they're going to be using Shuttleworks to provide real-time trolley location and arrival times at all the stops and stuff like that. So I hope everybody, if you're free, will go downtown and enjoy that event and let me know what you think about my software, which is going to be its first real kind of public use of it. So, and I'll bring QR codes and stuff like that for next time, but it's dba.shuttleworks.ai is the website that'll have the map, and just have the QR code, you get to it. So forward to that.
Well, cool. Well, thanks for coming. That's all we had today. You can spend some more time asking more questions. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Hi, my name is David Young. This is my first time at this meeting, and I'm developing an AI governance system. So if anyone has any type of AI type of systems they are developing, I would love to talk to you after the meeting. Thank you.
Cool. Vague. Love that. Well, wait, I gotta take my photo. Sorry, I need that. Ready? Everyone smile. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if I got anything. Cool, it'll work. Yeah. Thank you. Come back next week.